So whenever we're in our stance, we keep rooted, we sink the weight down, but we keep light on the upper body. So this involves a bracing and a wide area of pressure in the abdomen. So we push out at the abdomen level and sink down with the spine at the same time. This keeps us rooted and heavy so that we can lift with stability. We don't fly off like that because we're rooted and stable. So once again, sink down with the spine, push out with the abdomen, and then we're rooted to the floor. This creates a pressure of the abdomen, so there's less strain of the back, less strain of the shoulder, and at the same time there's a rooting and stability. Now we don't want this pressure to be tight up here. The upper body remains light, fluid, able to move any which way. So we want a stretch of the upper body, a pressure around a protective system of pressure around the abdomen. This keeps us locked in to the opponent. If the hips in there already, then it's easy to unleash. With regards to the upper body, there's a lift from the neck and a sinking down, as we noted. We've looked at the abdomen already. From the head, the back of the head, there's a lift, chin down. This protects you from knockout. You'll be able to feel tension or pressure in the neck, a slight pressure, which tells you that the energy is transferring all the way up. This gives you good circulation. So the upper body, we're open at the chest. Lifting from the neck, this brings the chest up slightly. So even though we're sunk down in the abdomen, lifting of the neck creates a full stretch of the spine so that we're lifted as well as rooted and grounded at the same time. If we collapse the neck, we've got no orientation, we've got no upper and lower connection, and we're just lazily doing this. You see that a lot with beginners particularly. They haven't embodied totally throughout the system the posture. It's just a rigid pose, whereas you want it from toe, head to toe. So we've looked at pressure in the abdomen, distending the abdomen from this center of gravity. The pressure here creates more weight so that your center of gravity is heavier. Now you don't want this heaviness to continue up to the shoulders and thoracic spine and chest. So we lift from the neck at the same time as doing this. This stretches the spine, transmitting the energy, allowing us to actually sink further even though we're actually lifted. So the neck lifts, chin down. If we're waving our chin in the air, we're likely to get hit. Whereas if the chin is actually down, this allows the head to actually stretch from the crown, from the neck, further. So we get more of an elongated posture, which is also compact. So these are all points that you can overthink. It's important to keep it natural and only draw attention to it, to look at the key points so you can draw attention to it briefly to check your awareness. It's a question of awareness, not technical exactness. So bear these in mind and become mindful of the posture, and you know that it's correct when it's allowing you to do things that you couldn't do before. In my case, I've had to find ways of creating and engineering the body to do what it could do 15 years ago, 15, 20 years ago. So that's my evidence that it works, because I'm able to re-establish what I could do unconsciously in the past. So that's the key point here, that as young athletes, we're able to do all these things unconsciously. When you look at children, their posture is perfect. As we get older, we take on bad habits, pressures, we carry these, and they weigh us down. So we need to, increasingly as we age, draw attention to these things that are natural, not so they become unconscious for us as a habit, but so that we can draw awareness to them, and that becomes our basis for experience rather than titles or belts or new techniques or anything like that. So that's the value of this lesson. Thanks for watching.